Guys, how are you doing? I hope you guys all had a beautiful and lovely Valentine's Day and a great family long weekend, and I hope you guys all spend quality time with your family. This video will be about how to sell to specific group of people. There are tons of different kind of customers, and this video will specifically focus on a large group of people. So when you do sales and there is a large group of people approaching to you, let's put it this way, random 4 people, random 3 people, or a family of 4 people and stuff like that, you get the idea. How do you keep yourself focused and how do you keep the sale happening? Because lots of salespeople, when they see a large group of people, they think, oh my god, how much money I will be able to make now. So they totally lose the focus and they try to jump from one person to another person and just make the big pot, but at the end of the day they end up with none. So I would suggest you a quick and effective tip is when you focus on a large group of people, obviously you get along with all of them in selling yourself, like I mentioned in my other videos, getting to know them and stuff like that. You try to pick the target that you realize that is the number one controller, is the boss of the leader, the one who will make the decision, the one who is the most interested. So throughout the presentation, I'd recommend you to 70% focus on one person. So when you get to know them, that's when the 30% plays the role of focusing on everyone. And then when you approach step by step to the closing line, I do want you to focus 70% on the person who you think is about to buy, who you think is the leader, who you think is the most interested, who you think will influence on everyone or on himself. So once you do the closing line, I do want you to do the entire pitch on that specific person. Ignore everyone there. They will be standing there listening, but your speech is looking only on one person, you focus on only one person, you're sharp on only one person. And then boom, you make the sale. Once you make that sale, that person will be obviously satisfied, he will say yes. And the reason he will say yes is because he will realize that you picked him. We all personally love being the center of attention. So once you pick him out of the 4, make sure you pick the right target, and that's how well you do the job before you pick the right target. He will appreciate that and he will make a decision. Once you charge him, then you say, obviously if you were alone, I would nicely, kindly tell you not to tell anyone because you see what I did for you. But I do want you to realize, because you guys came, all of you, each one of you can get the same deal. And then you look at the others, because let's say as soon as you charge that person is already sold. You kind of have no interest in him in terms of sales wise, so you focus on the others. So once you sell that pitch, say that sales pitch that I just said about each deal applies to each one of you, you approach you observe the person who gives you kind of little bit signs that he's interested, and then you approach to him and say the same pitch and say focus on him and make the entire sell job on him. If you see that there is something else is missing to squeeze in, then go back to the person that you sold and say, just because you guys came all together, I do want you to promote me to other people. By the way, I gave you only 2 of the small ones. I'm actually going to give you one more gift, because this way I do want you to promote me to other people. The reason you say that is because you want to grab the other person's attention indirectly. Once you do it, the other person will jump, and guess what? You have 2 sales. And I hope you realize of how to do it, because it's tricky, but don't get excited. Focus on one, and I promise you, once you focus on one, then indirectly you will get other sales coming up from the same group, and you will be very happy. I mentioned 2 products to give away because I sell most of my sales is therapeutic healing pads. But in your case, you know your goal, you know your way of to sell, you know when you can give a gift, when you can give a gift, you know the type of sales you engage in. So once you know it, be smart, be focused, and sell. Enjoy, and the next video will be another group of sales, but different type of group. I love you all. Thank you. Bye.